The air on the training range was heavy with tension, sharp as the wind slicing across the valley. Elena Ward stood at the firing line, her hands steady, though her heart pounded like a drum in a quiet chamber. 1,000-yard target waited in the distance, a record no one had broken for nearly a decade. The SEALs behind her exchanged smirks and quiet chuckles. Certain she was about to embarrass herself. "Think I could take a shot?" she asked, almost softly, and the laughter swelled. "Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening." Elena had been reassigned to this unit only a few days ago. Her reputation preceded her, meticulous, precise, but overlooked. The whispers followed her like shadows, doubts about her capability, murmurs that a woman couldn't match the SEAL's marksmanship. She had felt those doubts weigh on her shoulders, heavier than any rifle. But today wasn't about proving them wrong. Today was about proving to herself that her past failures didn't define her. The sun hung low, casting long streaks of light across the dust-laden ground. She adjusted her scope, feeling the weight of the rifle. The subtle tremor of her muscles, the faint taste of iron on her tongue. Each exhale seemed to pull time taut, stretching it across the valley to the target that gleamed in the heat haze. She remembered her last mission, the teammate she couldn't save, the explosion that had marked her mind with guilt. She thought she'd never forgive herself. She was wrong. Lieutenant Brooks, overseeing the range, arched a brow. "Ward, that's a serious distance. Are you sure?" The humor in his voice didn't hide the skepticism. The SEALs behind him snickered again, their confidence in their own superiority palpable. Elena's lips pressed into a thin line, only nodded, inhaled, and exhaled. The first shot rang out. The recoil pushed her back, but she absorbed it. The dust danced around her elbows, sparkling in the sunlight, a silent witness to her focus. A faint metallic ping echoed from the distant target. She blinked. The SEALs froze, disbelief momentarily overtaking their smirks. "Center plate," one whispered. Murmurs spread like ripples across water. The SEALs now leaning forward, disbelief etching their faces. Shot after shot, Elena fired, each precise, deliberate, a measured symphony of control and intent. 4, 5, 6. Every strike landing closer to the center, the once untouchable record beginning to tremble under her steady hand. Sweat beaded on her forehead, but she didn't flinch. Her mind raced through memories of failure, of doubt, of nights spent questioning her worth. Each shot was more than a display of skill. It was a reclaiming of self, a quiet rebellion against every voice that had said she couldn't. By the 8th shot, the line was dead silent. The SEALs who had mocked her now watched in stunned admiration. Brooks approached, his eyes narrowing as he inspected the target through the spotting scope. The record had fallen, shattered, not by luck, not by chance, by determination, focus, and the courage to face a fear deeper than the distance between her and the steel target. And yet, a moral tension lingered. Could one truly celebrate triumph when it was forged from the shadows of past grief? Some of the men shifted uncomfortably, unsure if they should cheer or remain silent. Elena didn't need their validation. She had already made peace with the echoes of her failures, the weight of her mistakes now transformed into unwavering precision. Applause broke out suddenly, washing over the range like warm sunlight. The SEALs who had snickered now offered genuine respect, their hands extended, their eyes softened. Elena simply lowered her rifle, dusting her sleeves, a small, almost imperceptible smile curving her lips. She whispered under her breath, "I did it. For both of us. Because courage isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. A steady breath, a finger on the trigger. A heart that refuses to break." Elena had taken her shot, and in doing so, she had found more than victory. She had found herself. Before you leave, share in the comments what moment hit you hardest. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more stories of courage, resilience, and the moments that remind us what we're capable of. Because strength doesn't vanish, it waits. And when the moment comes, it never misses its mark.